Good day, students. Welcome to our class, English as a Second Language. And this week we are going to do midterm assessment review, and I'm going to explain to you the parts of exam. This video is for Mathayom 5/3 and 5/4, and your teacher here, Miss Michelle Joy. Class, these are the dates you have to remember. August 2, Tuesday, review video will be posted in Google Classroom at 10 o'clock in the morning. August 3, Wednesday, midterm assessments will be posted in Google Classroom at 10 o'clock in the morning. And lastly, August 4, Thursday, names of retests will be posted in line group and retest paper will be posted in Google Classroom at 8 o'clock in the morning. Class, before we proceed with our review for midterm assessment, these were the topics that we have discussed last week. Question word. These are some words we can use to make questions. When we use question words, the answers give us information. Next, we have discussed some examples of question words. Like who answers the question about person, where answer questions about place, when answer questions about time, why answers question about reason, what answer questions about object, idea, or action, what time answer questions about time, how answers question about manner, how often answers question about frequency, and how old answers question about age. So these were the two topics that we have discussed last week. These are the objectives of our lesson this week. Number 1, students must be able to remember the past lessons from week 1 to week 11. Number 2, students must be able to know what to do before and during the midterm assessment. So class, for you to know what you have to read, what you have to rewatch, please watch the entire movie from the start to the end. If you have any question, you can always send me a message in our Google Classroom account or in my personal line account. Our topic for this week, class, is review for midterm assessment, and these are the words to learn. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and speaking skills even if you're just at home. Number 1, documentary. Number 2, vocabulary. Number 3, comprehension. Number 4, conversation. And number 5, letter. So these were the topics that we have to discuss this week. These were the topics that we have studied from week 1 to week 11. Again, please watch the entire video from the start to the end for you to know what you're going to read and what you're going to do before and during midterm assessment. This is very important, so please read and listen. ESL Midterm Assessment Term 1. Mathayom 5/3 and 4, pointers to review. What to read and rewatch. Number 1, documentary, The Youngest Mother in the World. Number 2, guided movie comprehension, Raya and the Last Dragon. Number 3, conversation, dialogue. Number 4, reading comprehension, short story. And the last one, letter, parts of the letter. Class, the first topic that is included in your exam is the youngest mother in the world. Lina Marcela Medina de Jurado, the youngest mother, born on 23 September 1933, age 5 years, 7 months, and 21 days old, when her child was born by cesarean section in May 1939. Medina made medical history and is still the youngest known mother in the world. Her parents thought their 5-year-old daughter had a huge abdominal tumor. Her father carried her to hospital. This is the only published photograph of Lena taken during her pregnancy. Let's continue, class. In 1972, she had a second son, 33 years after her first. Lena is alive today, but refuses interviews. Medina has never revealed the father of the child nor the circumstances of her impregnation. Although Lena's father was arrested on suspicion of child sexual abuse, he was later released due to lack of evidence, and the biological father was never identified. She is believed to be the youngest case of precocious puberty in history. The second topic that is included in your exam is about vocabulary. What is vocabulary? Is the set of words within a language are familiar to a person. A vocabulary usually develops with age and serves as a useful and fundamental tool for communication and acquiring knowledge. Acquiring an extensive vocabulary is one of the largest challenges in learning a second language. Four types of vocabulary. Number one, listening. Words we understand when others talk to us. Number two, speaking. Words we use when we talk to others. Number three, reading. Words we know when we see them in print. Sight words and words we can decode. And the last one, writing. Words we use when we write. Class, the third topic in your midterm assessment is about guided movie comprehension, which is Raya and the Last Dragon. Long ago, in the fantasy world of Kamandra, humans and dragons lived together in harmony. However, when sinister monsters known as the June threatened the land, the dragons sacrificed themselves to save humanity. Now, 500 years later, those same monsters have returned, and it's up to a lone warrior to track down the last dragon and stop the June for good. 5 long centuries after the selfless sacrifice of the magical dragons, the once peaceful land of Kamandra, where humans lived harmoniously alongside the mystical creatures, is in disarray, divided into 5 nations. With warring factions, distrust, and the unstoppable menace of the Jund wreaking havoc on Kamandra, Raya, the sword-wielding princess of heart, and fearless guardian of the Dragon Gem, embarks on a peril-laden quest to track down a benevolent mythical being and heal the land. Will Raya find mighty Sisu, the last dragon? It's for you to watch. Now, class, the next part of your exam is conversation. What is conversation? Speaking and listening in a sequence. Oral exchange of sentiments, observations, opinions, and ideas. Social context. Informal talk in which people exchange views, feelings, and thoughts. Professional context. Informal discussion of an issue by representatives of institutions or groups. Dialogue for everyday use. So class, I'm just going to give you an example, read to you an example of a dialogue early in the morning. So two people are talking in this dialogue. Student 1, time to get up. Student 2, I just went to bed. Student 1, you shouldn't have stayed up so late watching TV. I told you we had to get an early start. Student 2, I know, but that movie was just too good to leave. I'll just have to pay the price and be sleepy. Student 1, do you want to eat breakfast here? Student 2, no. Why don't we just grab a bite at the coffee shop next door? Student 1, okay, bye me. Topic that is included in your midterm assessment is about reading comprehension. What is reading comprehension? The simplest definition of reading comprehension is to understand what you need. Those who have studied reading prefer a definition that emphasizes that good readers work at understanding. They are active and intentional, constructing meaning by using the message in the text and their own prior knowledge. Reading comprehension requires interacting with text in various ways. Reading comprehension. Key tips. Reading the text and the questions. Number 1, read the text and the questions twice. Number 2, as you read the text, make notes on the key people involved, what is happening, where it is happening, when and why, with a pencil at the side of the page. Number 3, try to predict the literal, inference, and evaluative questions you could be asked. And the last one, pick up the keywords in the question and skim and scan the text for the same words or words that have a similar meaning. The last topic included in your midterm assessment is about letter. What is a letter? A letter is a piece of conversation in writing or a written or printed communication directed to a person or organization. Parts of a letter: heading, greeting, body, closing, signature. As I'm just going to explain to you the parts of our midterm assessment, and this is very important because I will explain to you each part. So please pay attention and watch the entire video. The first part of your exam is about documentary, The Youngest Mother in the World. Section A, matching type, numbers 1 to 10. Sample, the youngest mother in the world. The answer is letter A, so you write letter A on the space provided. This is 10 items, numbers 1 to 10. Section B, multiple choice, numbers 11 to 15. Sample, Lena lived in a village. What is the other term for village? A, city, B, small town, C, province, D, county. The answer is small town. So you're going to write letter B on the space provided. Next, letter C, question and answer. Numbers 16 to 20. Sample, who is Lena Medina? Your answer is the youngest mother in the world. Of your midterm assessment is about guided movie comprehension, which is about Raya and the Last Dragon. Section D, multiple choice. This is numbers 21 to 25. Sample. Number 1, The Princess of Heartland. Choices, letter A, Raya, B, Namari, C, Bella, D, Maria. The answer is A, Raya, so you're just going to write the letter A. Section E, vocabulary. This is numbers 26 to 35. Sample, in column A, the Princess of Fangland. In column B, letter A, Namari. Number 1, the Princess of Fangland. The answer is letter A, Namari, so you're just going to write letter A before the number. Section F, fill in the blanks. Numbers 36 to 40. So class, you are going to choose your answer in the box. Example, number 1, name of the magical kingdom. Choices, Komondra, Drone. The answer is Komondra. So you're going to write Komondra on the space provided before the number. The next topic included in your midterm assessment is conversation, which is dialogue. Section G, question response, numbers 41 to 50. Example, number 1, Marvin, are you coming to the party tonight? Michelle. Letter A, I'm at work. Letter B, not sure. Letter C, thank you. D, okay. The answer is letter B, not sure. So you're going to write letter B before the number. Next, the topic in your midterm assessment after conversation is about reading comprehension, in which you are going to read a short story. Section H, multiple choice. Numbers 51 to 55. Example, who are the story's main characters? Choices, letter A, Chloe and Yuan. B, Anna and Ben. C, MJ and TJ. D, Nan. The answer is letter A, Chloe and Yuan. So you're going to write letter A before the number. Class, the last part of your midterm assessment is about letter, and the topic is parts of a letter. Section I, identification, numbers 56 to 60. Example. So in here, class, I have given you choices. You are going to write your choice on the space provided after the number. So class, that is the end of our review for this week for your midterm assessment. If you have any question about these topics, you can always send me a message in our Google Classroom, or you can always send me a message in my personal line account, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Please review, read, and rewatch. Good luck, everyone. Stay safe.